Oh, oops. So my guitar is right in the middle of. I need to cross over when I'm recording. I just like to keep it close by when I am when practicing stuff like that, just for ease. But I keep hitting it. I just realized that I named this song number 4, which is a bit of a nod to Stone Sour. But I just didn't do it on purpose. It's been like this for months, as you can see. The sort of when I printed off the sort of mix the 9th of the 5th, 2004 at 2 or 3 p.m. Yeah, but I guess from that you can see, how big of a process this is to get to this point where I can sort of start sharing this with you. This isn't a sort of one day after. It's a bit of a process to get this point. But anyway, I just realized that was a bit funny. I was like, yeah, there you go, a bit of a nod. I probably won't end up, it will probably be, without me when we do the studio version. But maybe I'll put in brackets song number 4. But anyway, welcome to Without Me, the Eminem spin we're doing on things. I think that's a good bit of a laugh to start things off. I feel that what makes Eminem quite unique, what used to, what really sort of helped sort of him reach this sort of almost god tier status in the sort of rap and hip hop and lyricism world, is that he really just added a lot of sarcasm into the music, and it's Without Me in general, that piece is from Dr. Dre and him, it's just a very playful piece of music, and it's really, you can just see he just doesn't give a shit. and I think that's really what made it propel that song to what it became, is that it's a song that really just doesn't hold any reins, and it just lets him be his authentic self, and he's not trying to be something, or trying to act like something else. It's just him being his authentic self, and just having this sort of playfulness and just no craps given attitude into the song. And it's something that I wish I would see more of. I think that particularly now, the music can be very serious, very, very serious. And yes, we need to give respect to what we're doing, and definitely a lot more in the DJ sort of sphere, mixing and stuff like that, particularly in EDM and stuff like that. There needs to be a little more. It needs to be taken a little more seriously, and there needs to be a little more respect. But also, there needs to be a bit of playfulness about things. Now, that doesn't mean that you create garbage and then you just you and all that, but it's just about adding elements of satire, elements of sarcasm into things, elements of playfulness, of elements of beauty and love and joy into music, right? It doesn't just have to be, the song doesn't just have to be about love and your broken heart and some bad breakup, depression or something like that. And those aspects are good, right? But there's more to music than just a broken heart and I'm depressed. There's so many different facets of what we can do, and it's really an abundant what we can create. It's only limited to our creativity and imagination. And because of the playful nature, right, of this piece, I wanted to create more of a more rugged sort of a bit of a nod to lose yourself, and add a bit of a sort of guitar element into it, add a bit more of a thud sort of element into things, have a bit more of a sort of mature rendition of the Without Me. And then just be willing to be a little more playful playful with the piece. Now, me as naturally as who I am a little more playful. Just me as per my personality is just like that. Perhaps it's a bit of a coping mechanism for me. But in just me as my authentic self is just I'm a bit more playful, and with that I feel that we can contribute something nice to the piece while also giving a bit of a nod to to the sort of core elements I feel of the piece. So that being said, I am sort of looking at doing that, adding a bit of a playfulness to things, and just adding a bit of a lighter tone to things, and having a bit of fun with things, and just sort of saying there are moments when we can just sort of roast each other and then just have a bit of fun, right? It doesn't have to all be serious, and yeah, so that's just the perspective I'm going to be taking for the piece. And with that being said, let's play the studio version, and I'm gonna sort of just be a little more playful with the piece and see what we can do. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. I create a monster cause nobody wants to see much no more shady. I'm chopped liver. Okay, so you see how we sort of missed that? Let's do it again. It's a bit of a tricky style that I've created for myself, because it's sort of bare bones, right? And it's almost elements of sort of offbeat. Two trailer park girls go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Two trailer park girls go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. I create a monster cause nobody wants to see marsh no more. They want shady, I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed, mix some liquor, some vodka, just this stop my heart quicker than the shots. One get shocked at the hospital, but the doctor I'm not cooperating. When the rockin' table is operating, you ready to sign and stop debating? Cause I'm back on the rack and ovulating. I know that you got Jamas Cheney, but your hers is high prime is complicating. So FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but I feel so empty without me. So come on, dip, bomb on your lips. Fuck that, come on your lips and some on your tits and get ready. Cause shit's about to get heavy. I just said I'm a license. Fuck you, that be nice. It's like a job for me. So everybody, just follow me. Cause I need a little. Little hellions, kids feeling rebellious, embarrassed. The parents that listen to Elvis. They started feeling like prisoners hopeless. There comes no law on the mission and yell, bitch, visionary, visional scary. Could start a revolution, polluting the airways, a rebel. Just to really revel and bask in the fact they got everyone kissing my ass in disaster. Catastrophe, if you see so damn much on my ass, you ask for me. Run back, I picture better than I'm gonna and ring under your skin like a spinner. Send your attention back from the winner. Resting, the best thing since resting. Investing in your kids is nesting. Testing, attention, please for attention. Almost mentions me. He's my 10 cents, my 2 cents of free nuisance. 2 cents you sent for me. Now this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me. Need a little couch or a seat. I feel so empty without me. Now this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me. Me a little controversy, so empty without me. Get a task and tit for tat with anybody who's talking this shit, that shit. Chris Patrick can get your ass kicked, or still a little bit biscuit bastards and Moby. You can get stoned by Obi. 36-year-old boy, half-eyed blow me. You don't know me, you're too old, let go. It's over. Nobody listens to techno. Now let's go. Just give me a signal. I'll be there with a halt. This new when you insult the window. Spencer with a pencil and prints himself out into a symbol. Sometimes shit just seems everybody only wants to discuss me. This must mean I'm disgusting. It's just me, I'm just obscene. And I'm not the first king of controversy. I am the worst thing to souls of personally. You black dudes like souls officially. You there who get mother wealthy. There's a concept that works. 20-minute night and right rappers and mesh. But no matter how many fish in the sea, it'd be so empty without me. Come on! Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. Need a little controversy now. Feels so empty without me now. Yeah, la 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 la. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. Need a little controversy now. Feels so empty without me. Yeah, so I hope you see what we're slowly applying some of the elements. Now, it's not as playful as I sort of want to make it, because it's really pounding down the words, right? You can see how it's like, boof, 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 boof. It doesn't really give you much sort of space, breathing room. I am still a bit tense with the song because I really want to make sure the dictation and the words are bang on and clear and precise. But I hope you can see the direction sort of taking it. And in particular when it's sort of Elvis at the end, he comes in, sort of having a bit of that sort of, just having a bit of fun. So taking a piss, as they say, a bit of Australian sort of slang there. Just adding a bit of a lighter tone to things and just, going with the song. And then, particularly in the sort of chorus moments, we can just have a bit of sort of fun with that. And, even in the beginning, two trailer park girls are on the outside, it's an element of sarcasm in there, right? Just a bit of fun, a bit of that sort of creepier undertone to it, right? And then we just go hammer into the lyrics, right? But you can see how we can sort of apply a bit of that element to it and a bit of a nod to the original, but then add our own sort of unique sort of space for it. And then I don't want the choruses, like I mentioned last week, to sound like you're like overdoing it, because then I think that just counteracts the song. But just being playful with him, this looks like I'm driving me, so everybody just follow me. Need a little controversy, and I feel so empty without me. Just having a bit more playful, mature sort of stance, like a playful maturity, if that makes sort of sense, to it. And let the song sort of speak for itself and let it breathe, rather than sort of going like, this looks like a job for me, so everybody, I think that's just going to be too much, it's going to be like overkill. So I'm still trying to figure out, where the right sort of pocket for those chorus moments are, but I feel that it's a good direction where we're going for it. And then we're looking at the... one of the things I hope you could sort of notice is how we are intentionally sort of skipping a beat, right? Little hair ends, kids feeling the bears and bears. The parents say, listen to Elvis. They started feeling not prisoners helpless. That comes along and mission, bitch, visionary, feeling scary, right? So what I'm trying to do there is just allow a bit of space for those key moments, like bitch, right? If I sort of just maintain the same groove, I don't want to have that space. to really emphasize bitch, or a particular word, or parents, or rebellious, right? So that's what I'm trying to do there. I task it. I take for that with anybody who's talking this shit, that shit, Chris Patrick, can get your ass hit. We're still little bit bastards of Moby. You can get stoned by Obi. 36-year-old boy have blown me, right? If I don't do it like that, then they blow me and I task it. Like, they don't have the same impression, right? And that's what I'm just trying to do. It's just a little bit tricky. It's not the easiest thing, skipping a beat, because you can very easily lose it. But it allows me a bit of space for what I want to do. But overall, yeah, I'm very happy how we've progressed this week. Particularly that my voice and my saliva and stuff like that was an issue. It was a bit of an issue when we got sort of into the lower range. It's just that switch, Prince turned himself into a symbol. Sometimes shit just seems everybody only wants to discuss me. This must mean I'm disgusting. It's just me, I'm just obscene, and I'm not the first king of controversy. I am the worst things Elvis Presley. Do black music so selfishly. Use it, also, as a content that works when I made out of rap, no matter how many fashion I see. They're so empty without me. Right? So we just sort of have to slightly mimic sort of Elvis there for a second, but we're gradually sort of decreasing as we're going, and still spoken word, but then sort of singing to sort of inflict that sort of Elvis vibe, and then we're sort of going back into sort of the original sort of neutral tone of the piece. So that moment just takes me a bit of time to sort of get used to, because it generates vocally a lot of saliva when you to do that. And then it creates an issue when you're progressing to the next part of the song. So just sort of that, I know it sounds weird, but just I need to sort of find a pocket where I can take a breath in and sort of control that, and then move forward. But that's just an element of the song we need to look at. But overall, yeah, happy for the progression this week, and I hope that you enjoyed a bit of a different spin on things, a bit of a lighter sort of tone to things, and just being a little bit more playful with the song, adding a bit of satire, if you will, into the piece, which is definitely its own art form, if you do it right. South Park does this really well, and many other examples. But I would say that South Park is sort of the one that clearly popped into my mind that really does that sort of satire very effectively. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.